Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Sally, and welcome back if you've been here before. My channel is all about quick Qigong practices that you can do in 10 to 15 minutes to release stress, boost energy, and help your body heal. Today, I'm going to be teaching you a quick practice that you can do any time of the day, and it is how I start all of my classes. We're going to be doing Wuji, and we're going to be doing the 3 Qi gathering exercises. Wuji translates to before movement. It is the space before anything happens. It's like you can think of it as like the void. Wuji is a still, standing, static posture where you're in proper alignment. You're taking your mind out of the experience and you are just in the body, feeling the energy from the earth, feeling the energy come down from the heaven, swirling this energy in your lower dantian, right here in your lower abdomen, and then breathing into the lower abdomen. But I am going to place you in position, in correct posture, so that the energy can move up from the earth and move down from the heaven. I want you to think of yourself as a vessel. So you are this conduit energy of a straight line, like a pipe or a hose. And you want the energy to move through you in the most cohesive manner possible. So if you are out of alignment, let's say your hip is to the side or your shoulders down and your neck's like this, means the energy's got to come up and then it's got to go over here. So wait, it's got to come down. It's just not going to happen. So you want to be in correct posture so that the energy can move up the body and it can move down the body in the easiest way for energy transferring through your body. So we're going to do Wuji. I'm going to put you in Wuji, and then we're going to do the 3 Qi. The 3 Qi is made up of 3 exercises. The first one is gathering the universe. So you're gathering the sun, the moon, the stars. You're pulling that energy down and you're bringing it into your lower dantian. The second one is called root to earth, where you're pulling the energy up from the earth and bringing that energy into the lower dantian. And then the third one is where you're unifying earth and heaven. So as you inhale, you're pulling that energy into the chest and you're pushing this out in front of you, and you're creating this golden shield of energy around you from earth and heaven, protecting you, vitalizing you, and keeping your energy close to you. So these 3 exercises can be done in like literally a matter of 5 to 7 minutes once you know them, and it can be your practice. So Wuji and 3 Qi can be your daily practice. If you did this every day for 5 minutes, you would feel the benefits. You would feel more energy. You'd feel more connected to your body. You'd feel more connected to the earth and the heaven. And you would notice a difference, a dramatic difference. I guarantee it. Qigong isn't a one and done thing. You can't do Qigong today and then be like, oh, I'm great. Qigong is not like eating a salad on Monday and then feeling you are healthy for the rest of the week. You have to eat good food all week long. It's a cumulative practice that builds upon itself. So you want to do a little bit of Qigong every single day, just like you would exercise every day. You move your body every day. So I want to give you guys practices that you can do in small amounts of time, because I know everyone's argument for any sort of practice is time. So if you can do something in 10 minutes a day, every day, you will feel the benefits, and we all have 10 minutes a day. So once I put you in Wuji, it takes a minute or so to get you in Wuji, into proper alignment and proper standing posture. But once you feel it, once you've maybe done it about 10 times, you'll just pop yourself into Wuji and you're in Wuji. So you're already there. You take a few breaths there, you connect with the earth, you connect with the heaven, you close your mind, you bring the breath to the abdomen, and then you do the 3 Qi, maybe 3 times each. Close it out and move on. You'll feel lighter, more confident. You'll have more energy, more vitality, less stress, more connection to the earth. You'll feel grounded. All good things. So let's do it. So for Wuji, you're going to begin with your feet about shoulder width distance apart. You can have a wider Wuji if you want. Do what feels good. I don't really recommend a short hip width distance Wuji, but again, if it feels good, there's really no rules. I have a teacher that does his Wuji like this. So I'm just teaching you how I do my Wuji. So I start with my feet about shoulder width distance apart. Now you want to look down at your feet and you want to make sure if your feet are straight, okay? So we don't want our toes splayed in and we don't want our toes splayed out. We just want our feet to be in line, straight, like they're on train tracks. And if you have a tendency to splay your feet out, just start to train them in. This will help with your knees, it'll help with your hips, it'll help with your alignment all the way up. So again, look down at your feet. Feet are straight on those train tracks. Soften your knees, relax your knees. Everything's relaxed in Qigong. Relax your hips. Tuck your tailbone under just a little bit. When you tuck your tailbone under, it grounds your perineum right into the center of the earth. What we normally have is we have a stand where our butt kind of shoots out a little bit. We just tend to like roll our bellies out this way and our butts out this way. And so to me, it's kind of like my perineum is then shooting down more like a tail. So it's going down that way, and I want my perineum to go down into the center of the earth. So if I just tuck my tailbone a little bit, now I know, you don't have to do like a big old tuck like this, right? Because now my perineum's kind of shooting out in front of me. So just a simple tuck, a light tuck, and then that perineum is aimed right down into the center of the earth. And that's what's going to connect you to the center of the earth, right? This is the posture alignment to pull the energy up from the earth and down from the heaven. So you want that perineum to be aimed into the ground. So again, feet are straight, knees are soft, hips are relaxed, tuck the tailbone. Relax your waist. And then you're going to pull your lower belly back just a little bit, like you're just pulling your navel just back towards your spine. And what you'll feel is you'll feel your lower back kind of flatten out, like if you were on the ground and you had pushed your lower back into the ground, like you're doing a sit-up or something where you don't want that arch in your lower back. By pushing the lower belly back, I've now flattened out my spine on the lower back. Then I sink my chest. So I drop my heart towards the back of my spine. And what you'll feel is you'll feel your upper shoulders spread. So if my heart is up and out and open, my shoulders are back, my back's a little tight. If I drop and I sink the chest down, it spreads my upper back so it gives more space in between my shoulders on my backside. And then I pull the shoulder blades down my back by imagining you have weights on your elbows. So you got weights on your elbows that are dragging the shoulder blades down, pulling them down towards the earth. But you want to keep your wrists relaxed and soft and a little hollowness in your armpit, like you're holding a small egg or a small orange or something, because if the energy is too tight, right, I'm trying to pull the energy up from the earth and down my extremities. And now you're going to tuck your chin back just a little bit. So I'm not, when I'm tucking my chin back, I'm not looking up, I'm not looking down to tuck my chin back. I'm actually just I'm staying on the same level here, and I'm just tucking my chin back. And then what I feel is I feel my neck flatten out. So normally my head's a little forward, and so I have a little curve in my neck. Again, if I pull the chin back just a little bit, then it flattens out the neck. So again, by sinking in the belly, dropping the chest, tucking the chin, I have a flat spine. It feels really weird, but my spine is flat, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for all the vertebrae to be lined up on themselves so you can actually stand in this standing posture for as long as you wanted or as long as you needed. Okay, so again, the chin is tucked back, and now you're in this, now everything's aligned in regards to your spine. So now at this point, you're going to ground your feet into the earth, and you're going to use your imagination here. You're going to grow roots out of the bottom of your feet. So grow these roots out of the bottom of your feet through the floor, through the foundation of wherever you are at, and down into the soil below your feet, into that cool, dark earth soil. So you feel this sense of grounding. If you're on like a second-story building, you've got to go through the first building, through the foundation, and down. You need to use your imagination all the way down to wherever you are. If you are on the 10th floor, you need to drop it all the way down below 10 floors, which you can do, no problem. And now at the same time, so now I'm grounded into the earth, at the same time I'm pushing the ceiling up with the top of my head. So when I push the ceiling up with the top of my head, I feel a little space in all of my vertebrae. And now you're going to soften your eyes. So your eyes aren't going to be fully open. That's too much yang energy. You don't want them closed. If you have them closed, you'll start to like wave and kind of shen out. So I just like to close my eyelids halfway. So everything in the room's a little foggy. It's a little unclear. It's a little like you need glasses. Nothing's in focus, but I can still see everything. I can see the colors. I can see the people. I'm just not focused on anything. It's nice when you do this out in nature because it all just kind of blends together like an impressionist painting or something like that. Nothing is in focus. It's all just there and beautiful and green. And then you're going to close your mouth and soften the jaw. And then you're going to place the tongue in the fire position, which is touching the roof of the mouth, pointed up towards your nose. So now I want to show you how quick I can actually get you into Wuji. So that was more of the long explanation of how to get into Wuji. So now I'm just going to get you in there. And this is how you're going to get in there. Okay. So again, look down at your feet. Feet are about shoulder width distance apart. Look down at your feet. Make sure they're straight like they're on those train tracks. Soften your knees. Relax your hips. Tuck your tailbone. Ground your perineum into the earth. Relax your waist. Pull your lower belly back, flattening out the lower spine. Sink the chest, opening the upper back. Pulling the shoulder blades down your back by imagining you have weights on the elbows, but keeping your wrists relaxed and a little hollowness in your armpits. Tuck your chin, flattening out your neck. Now ground your feet into the earth, creating roots that grow down 1, 2, 3 body lengths all the way into the earth, spreading wide and far. At the same time, push the ceiling up with the top of your head, opening the spine, stretching the vertebrae. Soften your gaze, close your mouth, relax your jaw, and place your tongue in the fire position, which is touching the roof of the mouth, pointed up diagonal towards your nose. And just notice what area is tight. If an area got tight as you moved up, like let's say the knees got a little tight, just soften the knees. It's a static posture, but it's not a statue posture. So now you're just going to notice. You're just going to do like a body scan. Notice where you feel tension, where you feel tight. This is where you hold tension. It's not something to be judged or worried about. It's just information that your body's giving you. If your mind starts to wander, just bring your breath down here to your lower abdomen, all the way into your lower belly. And breathing into the lower belly. We want to get our breath away from shallow breathing and down into abdominal breathing. And so as you inhale, this energy expands in the lower belly. And as you exhale, it contracts. Again, inhale, expanding the lower dantian. And exhale, releasing. I like to imagine a tiny little pearl in the center of my lower navel here. And as I inhale, the pearl grows. It expands, it moves out of my body as far as I want it to. And then as I exhale, I shrink that pearl back down to a tiny little pearl at the base of my spine, right below my navel. Another image is a balloon. So as you inhale, that balloon inflates and it builds energy in the lower dantian. And then as you exhale, it deflates and it just shrinks back, like having before it has any air in it. So these are just ways that you can bring energy to the lower dantian in your Wuji. You can stand in Wuji for as long as you like. I recommend starting for like 2 minutes. Add a minute each day. You'll get to 10 minutes, no problem. It's such an easy, comforting, grounding posture to do. So let's gather some Qi now. Let's do the 3 Qi exercise. So the first one is gather the universe. So as you inhale, soften the knees, look down into the earth, gather some energy. And then you inhale and rise. You're gathering now the universe, the sun, the moon, and the stars. And as you exhale, you pull that energy down through your crown, softening your face, moving it through your body, and then place that energy in the lower dantian. Again, soften your knees, dip into the earth, and inhale and rise, gathering the universe. And as you exhale, draw that universe, pulling the heavens down through your crown, through the body, placing it in the lower dantian. Again, inhale, gathering, rising. Exhale, draw it down. Just softening the face as the hands come down, like you're bringing this heavenly, divine energy into the body, relaxing you, calming you, softening you. Inhale, rise. Gathering the sun, the moon, the stars, the constellations. And exhale, pull it down. Drawing it through the body, softening your energy. One more. Inhale, gather. And then exhale and draw it down. That one is drawing heavenly energy down into the body. The next one's root to earth. So bring your hands down to your sides, soften your knees. And as you inhale, you're going to rise. The hands are going to come up. They're going to come up to about heart height. I rose with my knees too, so my knees are straight now. And as I exhale, I just drop the hands, releasing the energy, softening the knees and coming back down. So as I inhale, I'm pulling energy up from the earth. As I'm inhaling, it's coming up my legs, filling the dantian. And then as I exhale, I just distribute it back down, cleansing it out, giving it back to the earth. So again, inhaling up the legs, gold energy, filling the dantian. And then as I exhale, I just release, just letting go of whatever you don't want to carry for the time being. You can pick it up later. It's all right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let it go. Let's do one more. Inhale, pulling that earth energy up through the feet, filling into the legs, into the belly. And then exhale and releasing. This next one, the last one, is called Unifying Earth and Heaven. So as I inhale, I'm using my hands only one way because I've only got one set, but I'm pulling the energy up from the earth, but at the same time with my imagination, I'm pulling that energy down from the heaven. So it's called Unifying Earth and Heaven. So you want to unify both the energies. But again, I don't have hands coming from both ways, like Shakti, but so I'm going to use my imagination. So just use your imagination to know that you're pulling up and you're drawing down at the same time. So as I inhale, I'm pulling that energy up and down and I'm meeting it at my heart. Now I'm going to suspend my breath. This one has a box breath. So you inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Okay, so I inhale, I'm pulling the energy to my heart. I hold, suspend my breath, soften the knees, push that energy out in front of me. As I exhale, I spread that energy around me like a light orb. I'm filling myself inside of it. And keep your hands just out to the side. Don't bring them all the way back like this, because if I bring my hands all the way back, I'm just cutting, I feel all of this tension. I'm just cutting off all this energy in my shoulders. All you want to do is have your hands out directly to the sides, and then suspend the breath and you drop the hands down. All right, so we inhale to the heart. Suspend the breath, soften the knees, push that light out in front of you. Exhale, wrap the light around you. Suspend the breath as you softly bring the hands down and you soften the knees. So again, inhale, light to the heart. Suspend the breath, push it out. Exhale, wrap that light around you. You're inside the light. Suspend the breath. And you know, we've got that gold energy coming up and that silver energy coming down. So I'm creating this ball of light. It's gold on the outside, silver on the inside as I push it out, suspending my breath. Exhale, I'm opening up the light like I'm in this big bubble. Gold on the outside, silver on the inside. Suspending the breath as I bring my hands down. Let's do two more. Inhale, light to the heart. Suspend the breath, push it out. Exhale, wrap the light around you. This is your golden shield of protection. And suspend the breath as you bring the hands down. So again, one more inhale, light to the heart. Suspend the breath, push it out. Exhale, wrap it around. Suspend the breath, bring the hands down. And do a small breath into the Dantian. And then exhale and let it go. So besides the fact of those 3 exercises, pulling the energy down from the heaven and the energy up from the earth and unifying that heaven and earthly energy all around you, they have another purpose that you can use them for too. If you're feeling too heady, too anxious, all this to-do list, I have so much to do, everything's like outside of you, right? Gather the universe. Pull all that energy down into the body. If you have a to-do list you need to get done, grab it, pull it into the body, then you can actually start to do it. So gather the universe is great if you just, again, you're feeling too heady, you've just got, your feet aren't on the ground, like you're just like all up in here. Gather the universe. Root to earth is another one if you're not feeling your feet on the ground, but this one's more of like good for if you're feeling nervous or anxious or insecure, you're not feeling sure of yourself, right? Maybe you have to public speak or you've got to confront someone and you're feeling like, again, you're feeling all up in here, you're not down here, you're not down in your bottom half of your body. Root to earth, ground, bring that energy up the legs, so you're filling your whole lower half with earth energy, grounding, stable energy. The last one, unifying earth and heaven, is great if you need to put a protective shield around you. If you are maybe going to a party where there's going to be a lots of people and you don't want all that energy coming at you, or you're going to a hospital and maybe you're concerned about germs and sick people and you want to protect yourself from that, just golden shield. And then it's not just when your hands go down, the golden shield's gone. We are wizards here, golden shield. You keep that shield up, the hands come down, the shield's still there. So that's a good one. You just put your golden shield up when you go to work, when you drive, put the golden shield around your car. You can like literally do anything. It's magic. So I hope that you guys like that. Again, if you do that one, the Wuji and the Qi gathering, and that's your exercise, you will get 10 gold stars every day on your Qigong journal. I will give them to you. If you guys like this content, please like, share, and subscribe so that you guys can be notified when I put out weekly classes. All right, thank you.